Adaptations in the Wide World of Frogs, Lesson 5. Our learning targets. I can refer explicitly to the text when answering questions about the text. I can find the meaning of unfamiliar vocabulary. What is a synonym for explicitly? Yeah, it kind of states it right out, right? There's no hidden meaning. It tells you right then and there. What do close readers do? Read small chunks of a text slowly and think about the gist, what the text is mostly about. Circle or underline the words they don't know. Use strategies to find the meaning of words they don't know. Context clues, affix clues, root word clues. Use a dictionary. Go back in the text and find evidence for your answers. Write notes or answer questions about the text. Discuss with their partner or group. Working to become effective learners. Habit of character. I collaborate. What does it look like? I work with other students effectively and stay on task. What does it sound like? Let's get this done. Okay, so now we're going to do a close reading, The Glass Frog Note Catcher. It's pages 5 and 6 of your Freaky Frog Research Notebook and pages 65 and 66 in your workbook. You read the same text for gist yesterday. Today we will read closely to learn what makes the glass frog unique. So let's read the first paragraph aloud together. So first, what is the title of the section? The title is The Glass Frog. So now we're going to read the paragraph. With its amazing see-through glass body, the glass frog blends in perfectly with its surroundings. This little frog hangs on to leaves with tiny, round-ended toes that seem almost to melt into the leaf surface. It lives in Central and South America. Why might the author have decided to outline the word glass? Yeah, because glass is sort of see-through, so when they did that, they tried to make the word glass look a bit see-through. How does the picture connect to the way the word glass was written? Right, the picture of the glass frog shows how there's parts of the glass frog that are kind of see-through. And according to the text, what is amazing about the glass frog's body? Yeah, that it's see-through. Okay, find the phrase see-through body on your note catcher. What can you think of that is see-through? Great. What can you see through the glass frog's body? Right, good job. Okay, find the phrase blends in perfectly with its surroundings. Blends in perfectly with the surroundings. What familiar words do you see in surroundings? Right, I see the word surround. What helps the glass frog blend in with its surroundings? Super ideas. All right, so read the second sentence. This little frog hangs on to leaves with tiny rounded-ended toes that seem almost to melt into the leaf surface. Describe what the toes look like. Yes, they're tiny and rounded-ended. Find the phrase, seems almost to melt into the surface. Do you see it in the reading? Almost melt into the leaf surface. Are the frog's toes literally melting? No. Oop, I skipped a part. What are things that you can think of that melt? Like chocolate, ice cream, ice. I thought of cheese. Cheese melts. So what does this phrase tell us about the frog's toes? Yes, the frog's toes aren't melting, but they're blending in. How might blending in perfectly with its surroundings and having toes that seem almost to melt into the leaf surface help the glass frog survive? Yes, it keeps it safe from predators. What adjectives do the writers use to describe the glass frog? Remember, adjectives are words that describe. So amazing and see-through, those are adjectives. What similarities do you notice between see-through and round-ended? Yes, they both describe the glass frog. What do all these adjectives help us understand? It helps us understand what the frog looks like. And add these words to your note catcher. So don't write as large as I did, but add see-through body and round-ended. So now on page 67, you're going to think about what is unique about how the glass frog looks. And in that box, you're going to draw a picture and label it. If you need more time, you can always press pause. And you're going to read page 33 with your partner. You read somebody at home, and then you can ask your partner, where do most glass frogs live? Yeah, they live in the rainforest, in the canopy. And what clues in the text can help you figure out what the rainforest canopy is like? And then also think of what part of the world is the rainforest where the glass frogs live. Well, we learned that they live in Central and South America. Right, and there it is on the map if you want to take a second to look at it. Okay, so at such a height, the trees are covered with clouds all year round, and the frog's skin kept nice and moist. Where could you split that sentence into two sentences and draw a line there? So if you look on my workbook page, I kind of highlighted the first part where I would have it, and then the second part, and I drew lines. Right before and right after and. Okay? And it's the same question on the side, but we could see how look at the picture and see the layers of the rainforest, right? Okay, so now underline the word that helps us understand why the trees are covered with clouds. Yeah, I think it's because they're at such a height. Wouldn't you agree? And what is kept moist? Yeah, the frog's skin. And what keeps it moist? Right, the clouds in the canopy. All right. What do you know about clouds that could explain how they keep the frog's skin moist? Right, the clouds, they're full of condensation and water, right? If you've ever gone into an airplane, you could think when the airplane is in the clouds, you might see some condensation on the windows. Okay, so go ahead and you can read that to your partner, and I want you to think, why is it important for frogs to keep their skin moist? All right, a lot of these next slides are repeated, so I'm just going to go past them. What is unique about where the glass frogs live? So right in that box, you're going to draw and label. I'm sure you can do a much better job than I did. So if you need more time, press pause. All right, and now we're going to page 33 again, and we're going to look at just this yellow column over here. Reread the text under the picture that says glass frogs are. Right here, that's where you're reading. Go ahead and do that for a second. And according to the text, glass frogs are more what from beneath? Yes, transparent. What does transparent mean? Yeah, sort of see-through, right? And what makes you think so? Well, it says you can even see in their hearts beating, right? You have to see through their skin in order to see their hearts beating. So on your Freaky Frog Research Notebook, page 66, you're going to add the word transparent. Okay, find the second picture in the yellow column on the right side on page 33. Reread under the text of this picture right here. According to the text, where do most glass frogs lay their eggs? Yeah, they lay them on leaves. And what does the phrase running water tell us about the water? Yes, it tells us that the water is moving. All right, what familiar words do you see in the word overhang that you can help figure out its meaning? Put a line between them. So I see in overhang, I see over, I know, and hang. So prefix over, and the root word is hang. And page 33, describe this picture. What do you see in that picture? I see a lot of eggs. Do you not see a lot of eggs? And how does it describe or help does it add to your understanding of glass frogs? Well, even their eggs are transparent, right? You can see through their eggs. And you can when you look through, you can see the little bit of bitty tadpoles in there. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to turn the page. Okay, think about the details. Describe where the leaves the glass frogs lay on their eggs are in relation to the water. Well, they're near the running water, right? Because when they hatch, then they drop down so that the tadpoles can swim in the water. Okay, and I just sort of answered this question according to the text. Where the glass frogs where are they before they lay their eggs? Yeah, they come down from the canopy to lay eggs. So before they lay eggs, they are in the canopy. Where are the glass frogs before they lay their eggs? Go ahead and on your research notebook page, draw and label a picture. You could press pause if you need more time. So what does this sentence mean down here? When the tadpoles hatch, they drop down into the water. What does that mean? Well, it's telling you that they will drop down into the water once their eggs hatch. So before that, they are on the leaves. What are the verbs? Yes, hatch and drop, because those are all actions. What are the nouns? Yes, tadpoles and water. What do tadpoles do? They hatch and they drop. Are those words nouns or verbs? Right, they're verbs. Let's read this in small chunks and fill out our timeline. What do tadpoles do? They drop down into the water when the tadpoles hatch. So think about, I know it's a little different virtually, but when you first arrive to school, what do? Why would the author use the word when to start this sentence? Why do you think? Can you see them? Look at that. That's all those little tadpoles, the glass frog tadpoles. How does this help the glass frog survive? Well, when I look at that, it almost looks like a raindrop, doesn't it? So the predators would just go by it thinking that's a raindrop, and they would not disturb the tadpoles. So the tadpoles have a better chance of hatching without a predator eating them. Okay, so discuss, how is the glass frog well adapted to survive in the rainforest? Well, think about where they live. They live up in the canopy, right? And then they are transparent, so they're easily hidden from predators. Okay, so you're going to do your exit ticket, and that is on page 83. So follow along and answer the questions as I read it. According to pages 32 and 33, why is the glass frog so hard to see? A, it keeps its skin moist. B, it blends in with its surroundings. C, it lays eggs on leaves hanging over water. Part B, which piece of evidence from pages 32 and 33 supports the answer to part A? This little frog hangs on the leaves with tiny round-ended toes that seem almost to mount into the leaf. B, at such a height, the trees are covered with clouds all year round. And C, when the tadpoles hatch, they drop down.